Hello everyone, this is ACH AIA Akaya, and we are in the semifinals of the Wrath of the xel'naga tournament. This is the tournament that's been running on the SC2 Armory site. And right now, the first semifinal matchup that we are going to see here is Green versus Hitchens. And also alongside me casting this game is going to be Gemini. So Gemini, what's going on, man?
Nothing much really. I'm just hoping I don't lag out of this game, which might actually happen. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping all for that.
Unfortunately,
And
you have had some lag issues the past few days, so hopefully we don't run into any of that today for sure.
mhm.
All right, well, getting into the game now, we do have green spawning as the red Protoss on the left side of the map, and the light pink Protoss is going to be Hitchens on the right side of the map. So they are going to be on opposite ends of the map here. We are playing on Lost Temple, which is a 4-player map, so of course scouting early, very important to find out exactly where your opponent is and what kind of strategy they're going to be going for, because in 2-player maps, you of course know where your enemy is starting, so you can scout a little bit later if you want to, but in 4-player maps, it's obviously that much more important to get the scouting in as early as possible.
Yeah, definitely considering that it is 4 players and they actually are on complete opposite sides of the map. That is definitely a thing to be scouting early, since it is the longest distance possible that they are spawned. So getting a scout really early is good so they can determine what exactly they're going to do. Maybe they might alter their strategy, maybe like the tiniest bit to just get an extra speed advantage, but the likes of that are actually kind of slim. But I don't know, it's just I'm curious to see what Green is actually going to do, because I've seen him mostly go for a robotics tech kind of build, and I'm wondering if he might alter that at all in this game.
Yeah, definitely. He has done a great job. I've watched a few of his games through the tournament so far, and he has actually been very, very solid. And like you said, he does like that robotics tech. But it looks like both players going to be doing a pretty standard opener right now, both putting their pylon and their first gateway inside their main base. Of course, this being a 4-player map, you don't usually see a whole lot of cheese builds on it, because if you try to do some kind of a proxy or something, you have to leave your base that much earlier to find out where your opponent is so you can proxy in the correct place. So you're taking a lot bigger risk when you try to do some kind of a proxy strategy on a 4-player map like this.
Yeah, like, because if you really, the thing about proxying on a 4-player map, you really have to, like you said, you have to scout so early and be able to find where they are, and actually they are just finding out where they are right now. They're in each other's bases. And there's really no point in proxying on a 4-player map unless for some reason you have map hacks and you know exactly where they are, which none of these players do, I'm certain of that. But there's really no point whatsoever, because it's just going to be so much later than usual, especially if you scout the exact wrong way, so really no point whatsoever.
Right, absolutely, and we do see that both players are pretty much identical, more or less. The assimilators for Hitchens going down a little bit later than what Green had, but they both do have 2 pylons and a gateway cybernetics core build. So it looks like both players going for very similar tech patterns right now. The first Zealot coming out for Green, going to try to chase that probe that Hitchens has scouting his base out right now. Although it looks like he is going to be able to outrun that Zealot without any issues. He's really going to need to get a sentry or stalker to get that probe out of there, and it looks like there is 1 sentry on the way for Green right now. And back in Hitchens' base, he has another gateway and pylon going up, so it looks like he may start cranking out some units here pretty soon. Possibly we could see even a 4-gate push here if he decides to go that route rather than going for the robotics bay tech that Green seems to like so much, as he is just now putting down his 2nd gateway. So.
Yeah, usually I think I do see Green actually go for a 2-gate into a robotics facility, which actually might what he be doing right now, and he is actually now chasing away that Zealot and that probe that was in his base. And depending on what we see Hitchens doing, he is researching warp gate and making another gateway and another pylon, so he most likely is actually going to be going for a 4-gate. But he is not yet chrono boosting the warp gate, so I'm kind of curious. I don't know. It's just usually when you see a warp gate or a 4-gate, you usually chrono boost that warp gate out as soon as possible, because that's really it's really the backbone of what you're going to be doing. So
Yeah, it looks It looks like he's actually opting to use that Chrono Boost on his Nexus rather, so that he can get probes out faster. And as you can see, he does have very good probe saturation on his mineral line, and he does have good probe saturation on both of his assimilators. So right now, mining very efficiently at his base because of all the probes that he was able to Chrono Boost. And at this point, even if he did Chrono Boost the Warp Gate technology, I don't know that he would get too much of a boost from it, just because it's only got about 10% left to go, it looks like. But he is also putting down a Twilight Council, so we could possibly see some Templar tech, or maybe he's just trying to get that Blink technology for the Stalkers. He has done a really great job with the Blink technology that I've seen him using that in the micro in some of the battles earlier in the tournament, and he's actually got a pretty good handle on that. And as we can see, he does have 3 Stalkers already, so that may indeed be exactly what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that, and he is now just getting warp gates. They just did finish, and his Twilight Council is also finishing. Let's see what he gets. I'm guessing he is gonna go Blink, since I don't even see a single Zealot out for him. I think he has 1. I don't even see that. Oh wait, they're at his base, and there is actually a small battle going on in the base. Good force fields by Green, splitting up the army, and Hitchens is actually forced to retreat, as he does have a majority of Stalkers and only 1 Zealot.